Well, meantime, an update to the bombshell arrests of more than a dozen fraternity brothers allegedly tied to a massive cocaine trafficking ring at Penn State University. 24-year-old Agostino Abatiello and 23-year-old Thomas Robinson are the alleged ringleaders. Prosecutors claim they would have fraternity pledges cut and bag cocaine as part of the indoctrination process.
The evidence showed that cocaine was primarily packaged at the fraternity houses and that packaging was done by fraternity brothers and oftentimes pledges. In fact, we found a pattern of events that showed cutting and bagging cocaine was, for some pledges, an indoctrination into the Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi fraternities.
All right, so that was Pennsylvania's Attorney General, who says the students also allegedly trafficked the drug across state lines. In a statement, Penn State says it is horrified by the allegations, saying it suspended the fraternity as this investigation continues. A second fraternity was also involved and was suspended. However, it has not been affiliated with the university for years. So Pennsylvania's Attorney General says his office will continue investigating and prosecuting individuals. So I'd like to welcome in that AG, Attorney General Dave Sunday. Dave, thank you so much for some of your time today. This allegedly went on for nearly 2 years. How key was the confidential informant who was involved? And have you ever seen anything like this?
Listen, I've been a prosecutor for a very long time. This is a very serious case. This wasn't just a few drugs that a fraternity was trafficking at a party. We're talking about powder cocaine in the kilos that were transported from source cities to State College. With regard to the investigation of the case, we have a lot of different methods that we use as prosecutors and law enforcement to identify criminal organizations and to arrest and prosecute them. And so I hesitate to go specifically into that. But I will say is that when kids go away to college, they need to understand that there are repercussions for their actions. This is, like I said, unbelievably serious. We were surprised to know the depth of this criminal enterprise. And we were also upset because of the potential damage, absolute damage it could have caused to many students.
Absolutely. And Dave, the father of one of the accused students is also facing charges of tampering with evidence, obstruction. What more can you tell us about his alleged involvement?
So all I can say with regard to that, and this is an ongoing investigation, everyone's innocent until proven guilty. But the allegations very simply were that he aided in disposing of some of the evidence in this case, a safe with drugs and cash located within it. Obviously, the allegations are that he did that, so the police couldn't find it to help his son. And, that being said, that's a very serious crime as well, and that's obviously why we took it as serious as we did.
Absolutely. So also allegations that the accused allegedly forced pledges to do the packaging of the cocaine. What more can you tell us about that? Is it possible that hazing charges will also be filed?
Well, two things I want to say about that. The first is that for kids going away to college, I mean, peer pressure is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. And unfortunately, sometimes that peer pressure takes kids to places that they shouldn't be in. And that's exactly what happened here. Like I said, it's very serious. And that's something that we are taking very seriously. We are only at this point discussing the charges that we have filed. And the charges we filed at this point are all charges that surround the drug trafficking conspiracy and the drug trafficking itself. I mean, obviously that behavior is reprehensible, and it's something that can't be tolerated. And I'm really sorry to see that.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.